Hello, I'm Debbie and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing the long readings for Libra season. So look at this as more of the chapters, where the short readings are more of the pages. Now, we're doing Libra season, and that will be whatever your sign is in Libra season. I would also suggest that you look up your your rising, ascending, your Venus, your moon, and, take a look at those to see how they may be affecting you also. But this will be a long reading, and so I will be using a bunch of cards. Now, I use my, three of these decks will be Radley Valentine. Here is my Angel Tarot cards, which I will use for the main reading. I will then go to John Holland's Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards to kind of get clarification. I then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards for some extra words of advice. We circle back to Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'll do 3 also with those. Guardian Angel Tarot cards, will pull 1. And then I will finish up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. All right, now I'm an intuitive channeler. That means that I open myself to higher power, and I ask just basically whatever you need to hear, let that come through. And hopefully it does resonate with you. Any cards that are reversed have stronger energies. Also, to make sure that you write down the numbers. Numbers are very important, and there's ways to look that up on the internet. You can put it in a search browser, the numbers. You can put angel numbers behind it. There's just ways to look those things up. Also, too, when I mention higher power, that's whoever that is to you. That could be your guardian angel, your spirit guides, your voice of the universe, your divine, your source, whoever that is to you. Okay? Okay. So, first, before we start, again, let me go through my little listing. And there's a lot of stuff going on right now in Libra season. Now, I'm going to be reading this. And, and I also will post this on my blog with, just with this and with the websites too. And then I will put a link to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Okay. So we enter Libra season with 3 planets going direct. Mercury, which is in Libra right now. Remember, the shadow of retrograde has begun on the 13th. Also, Venus, which is in Scorpio, and Mars, which is in Libra. Now, we are in Libra season. Libra season is about justice and balance. Remember that, with Mars and Libra don't necessarily go along quite well. So Mars could be pushing Libra outside of Libra's boundaries. Libra could be, be talking Mars' ears off and kind of saying, no, you have to balance things more and more. Libra season is about restoring and finding balance and justice. But there's a lot of air energy again throughout Libra season. We finished up a Virgo season. Libra had a really strong mark there. The air energy was very, very strong. Now we have 5 planets retrograde. We have Jupiter in Aquarius. However, it goes direct October 18th at 1:30 a.m. All the times are Eastern Standard Time. We have Saturn in Aquarius, which is again going direct October 10th at 10:17. Neptune, which is in Pisces, that will be going direct. That will be retrograde. Pluto in Capricorn goes direct on October 7th, 2029 p.m. And Uranus in Taurus will stay retro. Now, Mercury in Libra, we talked about, that we were in the shadow of the retrograde because it's usually 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. It does go retrograde September 27th at 1:10 a.m. It is in Libra. It will stay retrograde until October 18th at 11:17 a.m. when it goes back direct. Now, there is some things going on, Pluto, which is in Capricorn. There's something a little bit odd going on with that. I need to do some more research. But Pluto is a very slow moving planet. Pluto has a lot of, tear down to build up type of energy. Now, in the early springs, or that would be in the northern hemisphere, or actually would still be in the winter time, February 19th, 2022. I read somewhere, and again, I need to look this up more so, but I think we need to be aware of it, that this will be in, let me see if I can phrase this correctly. This will be in the place that it was for the United States back in 1775. So now, if you know anything about America's history, the United States history, you'll know we were going into, or we were getting ready for what was called, or what is called, the Revolutionary War. So that in itself, I want you to just be kind of aware of that. I know this has nothing to do with Libra season, but as I do my research, this popped up, and I think we need to know about it. All right, now, we're going to kind of go quickly through Libra season just because I'm going to reference you to another website, and again, it'll be, I'll put that in my blog. But let's go through the dates. September 22nd, the sun enters Libra, which is an air sign, at 3:21 p.m. Again, all of these are Eastern Standard Time. Now, the autumn equinox starts also at 3:22. That's if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it would be your spring equinox. This is where day and night, light and dark, balance each other. So it's supposed to be where there's a certain point where there will be 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness. It also is a time, because we will be going into what is, towards the end, and this is in Scorpio season. We'll go into All Hallows Eve, Halloween. This is where we're entering a time where the veil, at least, the veil is getting thinner and thinner, and that is between what I call the supernatural and the natural, or the physical and the metaphysical. Now, let's go ahead, put these out here, and let's pull a couple of cards to see what we need to know about Libra season. And this is my Rider Tarot cards. These are the traditional tarot cards. So let's see what we have as an overview. Okay, now, this is a 15, so now we know that there's 5 energy here. 5 energy has a lot of change energy here. This is traditionally the devil, because it says the devil. The thing that I want you to remember is this is, a lot of times, this is either running away from your fears or facing your fears. Okay, so Libra season could be one of those times that you either confront your fears or you just don't, you have your head buried in the sand. So take a look at this, so here we have the devil, very scary, very ominous. The star is off-centered, or the pentagram is off-centered, so that does bring kind of an evil energy to this. And, basically not necessarily a nice type of energy. But then you have the two, the male, the female. And with that is that they are in chains. They are bound. The thing, though, if you ever look at it, is the chains are loose. So they can slip their chains if they choose to. But again, these are choices. So again, this has a lot of confronting your fears, also possibly just not dealing with your fears, running away type of energy. When I get this, when I see this, this is, to me, a lot of things are going to happen where you're going to have to confront some unpleasant information, unpleasant choices, and just unpleasantness. But you have to confront it, otherwise you will let fear rule you. And remember what I'm always saying. I am always saying this, and again, this is a good saying, so take this for however your spirituality leads you. Fear is the tool of the devil. Okay? That's how the devil keeps the people entrapped. So this is, again, choices, and Libra, Libra season has a lot of weird stuff going on that will be, bringing things to the head. Okay, let's go on to our next card. Now, this one is reversed, and here we go. This is a major arcana. This is also a major arcana, and this is a number 1. 1 is, new beginnings, new starts. This is the Magician, and if you notice, they have the same hand gestures in many ways. How and this is basically as above, as below type of energy here. But this one, while this one is a little bit more, not quite as, committed, this one is very strong energy here. This one is saying things can happen. But again, it's within it's what you can actually manifest. Now, let's go on here. And this is wonderful. So now we have a 1-5, we have a 1, and now we have a 10. This is the 10 of Cups. Cups is water energy. Water energy is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We just, we're about to enter into Scorpio season after Libra. We just had that, right now Venus is in Scorpio, and we just had, when this reading is beginning, we will have just, and I mean just, because I think the full moon in Pisces is the 20th or the 21st of September. So we will still have that Pisces energy. Now, the 10 of Cups is happiness, is very much, happy home, happy feelings, just things happening for the better. Okay, so, but again, it all comes back to, do you face your fears or do you let your fears rule you? All right, so now that's what we have for the 22nd, and that's when Libra energy begins, Libra season. Now we go to the 23rd, that's September, and Venus in Scorpio. Okay, now that's an interesting, there's a lot of intensity with Venus in Scorpio right now with relationships. However, they are opposing, so that energy opposes Uranus in Taurus, and that'll be about 5:40 a.m. the morning of. And, Uranus and Taurus is always about, expect the unexpected, especially, that's more with Uranus, but Taurus is in your reality. So expect the unexpected in your reality. So there could be some very interesting relationships that, there could be those, those truths that you thought were true and now you find out the real truth. There's going to be something with your relationship at that time. Now, we're going to go then to, and this is where I just said, this is weird relationship energies. And this is going to start around the 29th and 30th of September. Because there's major energies going on with Libra, Saturn, Scorpio, Neptune, and Jupiter. And then even in October 2nd, Venus, Scorpio with Pluto. And Pluto again has that destruction, or has, things have to end in order for them to begin energy. So there's going to be some weird relationships around that end of the month, end of September, beginning of October. And I'm going to pull 2 cards for that, because relationships, it takes 2 to tango. Let's see what we have here. And we're going to just do the 2 cards, 1 and 2. The Lovers. So yes, all about the relationships. And the relationships can be work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. I'm going to kind of say, that this is going to be more, I don't like doing this. This is going to be more the intimate, romantic, or personal. So let's go to this next card. Justice. Justice within the relationship. Now remember, Libra is all about justice and balance. So, now, if you notice, I also have these little, like Y's and N's. And basically, if somebody asks me a yes-no question, I pull this card. Well, the answer is pretty much a no. This one would be a yes. So here we have a maybe, but here we have a yes. So we have 6. 6 is the number of man. It's what you put into the relationships. So if you're putting garbage in, you get garbage out. If you're unfaithful, don't expect the relationship to or if one of the parties is unfaithful and, and it's known, well, even if it's not known, don't expect it to last. Justice will occur. If it's a very true and, and very faithful, justice then says yes. Now, This is again, so this is a 6 and this is an 11. Again, we have that 1-1 energy going back to that. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 is choices, decisions, relationships also. Okay, so now we have that going on, and that's going to be the weird relationship energies. Now, I'm going to reference this. It's the www.the-astrologer.net. I've referenced them a couple of times, and I like to, when I do this, when I'm doing what I'm feeling needs to be looked at, this is one of the websites that I do go to. And this one will talk about how, so this is major energies from the 6th of October going forward. Now, we have October 6th is the new moon, and it will be in Libra, and that comes about 7:05 a.m. Okay, so now we've got some cards that just wanted to come out. Let's see what we have with this major energy. Now, the other thing that I want you to know is that 6 planets from October 6th onward, there will be 6 planets in what is called the masculine air signs. So I'm going to put out, whenever it's the air signs, because that is Aquarius, that's Libra, which is really, really heavy. It's also Gemini. I really didn't see any Gemini this time around, but this is where you need to speak it out. Keep your thoughts, your words positive, and speak it out. The new moon is a time of a new cycle. And remember, new moon to full moon is when you request. Full moon is your release, relinquish, and request. Full moon to new moon is when it gets smaller, so that is your waning moon, and that's when you get rid of things. Okay, so let's see what we have for this, this major energies from the 6th on. Okay, so here we have the Page of Cups. Again, this is reversed. Cups, again, we have discussed that. Now, the underlying energy of Cups, however, is our earth energy. That is our Virgo, our Capricorn. It is also our Taurus energy. Very solid, tangible, money, job, career, home type of energy. And we also have Pluto in Capricorn. So expect, and then that thing that we just came through with Uranus, even though that was back on the 23rd, expect some weird stuff going on with that too. So this is kind of a quizzical type of energy. This is kind of a, pages to me are optimistic. They're looking forward to whatever they have to look forward to. And this has kind of a questioning vibe to me at this time. It doesn't mean that that things aren't going to go forward in a positive way. In fact, the page believes everything will be positive but the page is also looking at things that, there's a fish in his cup. And the page is also looking at it as, what is this all about? So I feel like the page is going to be questioning. The Page of Cups will be questioning a lot of things that's going on in the world, in their world, and, and making some reevaluations. Now, we have these cards that wanted to come out, so let's take them one at a time. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles is that earth energy again. Queen's underlying energy is water, cups. So you have kind of the reverse on this. So this one, where the water energy was fluid and emotional, this one, yes, fluid and emotional, but this is a woman of substance. This is a woman that goes after what she needs, but in that physical sense. Okay, it's not the Queen of the Queen of Rods or Wands, or the Queen of Swords, but she goes after the protection of her family. She goes after making things right for the ones that are entrusted to her. But she is also a woman of substance. So the new moon is also telling you, so be quizzical, be questioning, but at the same time, go after what it is you want. Make those wishes. Put them out there. Let's see, next card. So now we have another yes, no card, a maybe. This one has a lot of judgment energy. So what would that have been about? That would have been about October 6th. This is 20, which is 2 tens, and we talked about what 10s are. We've talked about what 2s are, judgment time type of energy here. So we've got some strong stuff happening in Libra. Now with judgment, there is also a new start, a new beginning, a new kind of like, and remember when I talk about Mercury retrograde, which have we gotten to there? Yes, yeah, we got to Mercury retrograde already. Mercury retrograde is a time of great karmic balancing happening. So if you've been putting out good karma, things will come back in the betterment. If so just really watch your words, your thoughts type of energy, and how you're feeling towards people. We don't want to have negative karma, because then it means that we've met everything and we can just go on and leave. But this is judgment. This is, being weighed, in some is where you weigh the heart against the feather, type of energy here. So we got some interesting stuff going on right now. Now, your last card here. Okay, and this is again that 10 energy. And this is 10 of Swords. Swords is Libra energy, Aquarius. It is also Gemini energy, thought processes, hearing news, words, strategic planning. It's done. Everything is done. So whatever it is that you've been being judged on, whatever this is all about, it's done. This is an ending to a phase, to a season, to it's just an ending. And then with that ending, you can see this person is done. No more. It's not you. It's not you. Okay. It's more or less like, this is a little overkill in some ways, but it's like, it's done. Let's move on. Okay. Let's go on now, and we will move on. So I told you that we have 6 planets in masculine air signs. Okay. Then we have a return of fire energy. So October 7th, Venus transitions into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is adventurous. So this might be, after all of the intensity of of Scorpio and all that we've talked about, Venus now goes into adventurous Sagittarius to try new things, to just kind of breathe again. Remember, fire energy is our wands, our rods, also fire. And that is our Sagittarius. It is our Aries. It is also our Leo energy. Passionate, burning, determined. So things will be happening. Let's just pull one card for October 7th to see what does it mean when Venus goes into Sagittarius. Let's go on here. So we have covered all of the energies. We've covered air, water, earth, and fire. So I won't be doing that in the longer readings. Let's see what we have. Okay, now this is again reversed. This is a 12, a 1, and a 2, or a 10 plus a 2. Interesting. This would give us a no, but this is the Hangman. And the Hangman, you can see he's also a holy man. You can see by the halo. So this is a Hangman. This is look at things from a different perspective. Look at your relationship from a different perspective. That's an interesting one for me, at least. I feel that I think that we all need to be a little bit receptive. We need to compromise maybe a little bit more. It's also possibly looking at the other person's point of view. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it, but it does go with possibly it's a good thing to listen to it at least. Now, I'm going to just jump ahead to October 20th. We will then have some more fire energy, and that is when we have the full moon in Aries at 10:56 a.m. And again, so now we have that balance where we have we haven't really had a lot of water. No, we have had water energy. We've had our earth energy. We've had air energy. And now we come back to our fire energy. So now Libra is coming back into that balance. Let's see what else we have. We're going to do 2 cards here and see for that full moon. The full moon, the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is the tradition, the traditionalist. This would be a lot of times with your government, with your church, but basically it's just following the rules. But again, we have a 5. 5 is all about change. So there could be some changes in our spiritual belief. There could be some changes where we either embrace the traditional or we say, maybe this is a little bit too much for us, and we need to step away from that. So that would be more around that full moon in Aries. And then our last card here, This is the Queen of Wands, and this is what I was mentioning before when we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wands, again, is our fire energy. This is embrace the full moon. Embrace the wondrous of it. You know, remember, passionate, burning, determined, fly high, fly high. There's a renewed optimism. Again, this could be the thing stable a little bit more in your natural world, or it could be that, you know, that the world opens up and as you break away from the traditional. And the Queen of Wands is just basically saying fly high. Okay, now we come then to the 23rd of October, and this is just right barely in the 23rd. Again, the times are Eastern, so some of this could be, you know, still on the 22nd, or it could be on, you know, it could be 23rd. I don't know. But this is at 51 minutes after midnight. The Libra season ends and Scorpio season begins. And this one is 4. 4 has stability. This is the 4 of Swords. Basically, rest, take time off, breathe a little bit, let things chill out a little bit. While we have these that are hanging on the wall, the swords hanging on the wall, we have one that's hidden. So there's still hidden secrets to come, hidden things to happen. And at the same time, even though this looks like some, you know, we go back to something's ended, this is, you know, I don't know, is he on top of a coffin? Is he on top of a, you know, is he one of those statuettes type of thing? I'm not sure. It just, basically, I'm getting the just rest, take it easy. You've got hidden information, and Scorpio is, you know, is about uncovering a lot of hidden information. So, wow. So again, too, there's a lot of things going on in Libra season, and there was even more. But I was like, no, we can't just go down that route. But as we do our small readings, our short readings, as I do them, I will try to get a little more information and put them in the introduction. Okay? Okay. Let's take a deep breath. A lot seems to be happening, and let's go on and start our long readings. Hello, my Aquariuses, and welcome to Libra season. Okay, an air season. And planets are going to be going direct that have been going retrograde in Aquarius. So, interesting time for you. Please take a moment. Please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell notification. Please share my videos. Thank you. Let's see what we have for my Aquariuses during Libra season. Here we are. 1, 2, and 3. We've got some cards that are reversed. And here we go. 8 of air. So 8 has unlimited opportunities, possibilities. Air is your energy. And, you know, also Gemini and Libra energy. This is get out of Dodge, get out of, you know, this is get out. Get out. Just move. Just move on. Move on. Now, again, if you have a job and you want to leave a job, or, you know, make sure you have another job. I'm not telling you to be totally impulsive. And then this is where my Aquariuses tell me, Deb, we think things out. But this is the, you know, this has a, this will tell you that that what you're feeling right now, that sense of stuckness, it's in your head right now. Go back to the introduction. I think that Libra season and this, you know, when I talk about the Libra overview and this, I think these are two things that are all very, very related. The Devil card and the 8 of air, I think they're very related. Fear keeps us trapped. This is, you know, fear is not necessarily real, you know, and many times when we face our fears, confront our fears, which a lot of the energies are about confronting a lot of things this Libra season, then we find out that we're not as trapped as we thought we were. So this is the 8 of air. Again, there's unlimited possibilities out there. This is about an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So again, You know, when I say this, you know, if you don't ask, the answer's no. If you ask, it could still be a no, but it could be a yes. So ask, try, try, try. This one's reversed. The Page of Air. Now, we talked about pages in the beginning, in the intro. Air energy, again, is yours. It is, you know, again, very strategic, very thinking things through. But the page is also very optimistic. So sometimes the page doesn't necessarily think things through as well as they should, but the Page of Air is at least trying to kind of make a little bit of a plan, but kind of gets wrapped up in the excitement of everything. But again, too, the Page of Air brings themselves back into that logical. Now, the page underlying is Earth, so there's a lot of work or home energy pushing you forward. So you just have to step back and be a little more logical to it. Don't accept the first offer that you're given. And again, this could be it can be any of those relationships. If it's your work and if you're going for a new job, going for a promotion, and they tell you, we would like to promote you, offer whatever, 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 and we want to, offer you X amount of dollars. You tell them, I'm very, very interested. I really want this job. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. I want, instead of X amount, I would like X amount. That's what would make me happy. Negotiate. I'm feeling like a lot of negotiation type of energy for you with that Page of Air. Maybe it's you're moving. Again, maybe it's a mortgage. Maybe it's a home. Maybe it's an apartment. Maybe you're just negotiating on something, a big ticket. And again, I'm not legal, but you can always ask. Okay? Okay, but the Page of Air is logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. Your next card here, reversed again. So now we have the 8 and now we have a 7. 7 is a divine number. So 7 is, a perfect number. 7 is what I call the divine umbrella. This is Archangel Metatron. Metatron was believed to have been Enoch before the flood. There's a couple of things with this. A couple of things is there's an advancement, there's moving forward. I see the Chariot and I think something's going to be happening faster than you expected. The Chariot also talks about promotions in your job, promotions in how you make your money, promotions in yourself, possibly people noticing you even more so. So something, and then that goes back to, if there is a promotion coming to you or if there's a change of that job, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it, my Aquariuses. Okay. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what Libra season's going to be bringing you. Go back to the overview that I said in the introduction, especially, just go back even just to the overview for Libra season. Okay? So John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle for kind of just clarification. Here we go. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Six, number of man, what you can make of it. This is all about achievement, material, and spiritual prosperity. It is a good reminder to connect with your higher power during this time. We've got the new moon, we've got that full moon, and even though that moon in Pisces is coming right before Libra starts, so there's a lot of moon energy, and a lot of my Aquariuses, I know a lot of my Aquarius are very connected with the moon phases. I know that that's more the water signs, but I know a lot of my Aquariuses, you are just extremely connected. So connect with that spiritual. But this is all about material and spiritual prosperity. There's a lot of opportunity for that for you. Again, that 8, unlimited opportunities. Don't be so afraid. Don't be afraid of advancement. Don't be afraid of success. Don't be afraid of also, if this is going to be one of those places that I don't go, the romantic, don't be afraid of starting up a conversation with someone that you might be interested in. Don't be afraid. A conversation. What's that going to hurt? Next card. Balance. So we have the 1-1, and this is balance. This is all Libra energy. Libra wants balance. and we have been living in my Aquarius says, you've been living in a slightly unbalanced, energy. Okay. So this is working on bringing back balance to your energies. Part of it has been kind of like, it's been, when I say at the end what the world throws at us, I feel like you haven't even been the catcher. You've just been the one. It's like the fan that just keeps, blowing the stuff at you. So this is a time now to put up some shields and again regain some balance in your life. Okay, and again 1-1. This also, think about this. This is one of the things too. It has all the signs. It has the rods or the wands, pentacles, cups, and swords. So there's an achievement of balance coming. Okay, or you going after more balance. So there might be some very strong emotional work you have to do. But again, to remember, Mercury retrograde has a lot of karmic balance coming too. And when I said negative, I didn't mean it as, like in the bad karma. I meant that there's the positive and the negative. And so sometimes we have too much positive, and then sometimes we have too much negative. I should have said this when our negative and positive are equal. That's when things are, that's when we need to, that's when things are like, okay, things are done. All right, next card is 7. So we have a 7 and a 7. Make your plans. This is about patience and planning. Make your plans. Things are moving for you. There are things happening in Libra season that's going to be rather intense, rather big, rather, very much just make some plans. Make your plans and have your dreams, have your hopes. Put those out there, my Aquariuses. Like I said, what is it? Saturn and Jupiter, that are in Aquarius, they are now going direct. Use that energy. Use the Jupiter in Aquarius energy because that pushes things really strongly. That's about good fortune, enlargement, things like that. Use that energy. Okay? Okay. What words of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards for my Aquariuses? Here we go. First card. Oh, 9. 9s you've got all the pieces. Everything can be done. You have the information, but this is all about exhaustion. Take care of yourself. Remember, there's things you need to achieve your balance. You need to achieve, you need to get your rest. During all of this stuff, you need to also stop thinking so much stop worrying so much. Kind of putting it out there that there's positive energies. Exhaustion is just gonna, there's a lot of negative energy with exhaustion. So watch for it. Take some rest. Also, try not to stretch your what you're doing too much. And also, drink your fluids, drink your water, and also, eat healthy. It's just like you're being pulled in too many directions with this. So watch for that. Ripeness. Okay, so now we have a 9. We have another 9. So we've got this 9-9 thing. So even though you're tired, even though you're just like, can I even go another moment? Can I go another step? Ripeness is basically saying, don't give up. You are totally ready. Things are, the fruit's about to fall from the tree. The fruits are about, you're ready to step into it. So this is the thing, remember, I've talked about the story, and somebody told me it was Levi Strauss. I don't know, but it was that he had a silver mine or some sort of a mine, and he worked it, got so close, or he just said enough is enough, sold it, and he was like 11 inches away from a major silver strike. So don't give up. Don't give up. You're just so ready now. Here's our next card. Patience. So now we have a 9-9-7. And that's interesting too, because here we have 7, 7, and 7. So you've got some interesting energies falling for you. Again, too, we talk about the moon cycles. Again, too, patience and, patience. We had patience and planning here. So there's some 7s that are definitely speaking to you. Divine energies, the moon cycles, getting ready. Here she is. She's very heavily pregnant, ready to deliver. The fruit is about to fall. Things are you're just so close, my Aquariuses. So close on some major changes, in whatever this is. I kind of feel like I would love to say that this is extremely personal relationships. I feel like this is extremely like just new opportunities, new job, again, I know unlimited opportunities. I just feel like this is just a that new chapter that you've been waiting for. All right, let's go on now here for the Archangel Power Tarot cards. So watch out for the exhaustion, watch out for the mind games, watch out for the things that try to tell you no, the fear, because you've got so many things that are, that 777, patience and planning, Chariot, there's a lot of things happening for you. Don't close your eyes, even though you're tired. Don't close your eyes to the opportunities, my Aquariuses. Here we go. These two reversed. 3 of Raphael. Raphael is water energy. 3, there is a lot of power in 3. Do something 3 times. There's creativity in 3. This is all about celebration. This is about, yes, we finally did it. Oh, and there's also reason to celebrate here. So reasons to celebrate: a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Next card. Ace of Michael, your energy. So now aces are ones, new beginnings, new starts. Michael, again, your energy. Think things through. This is going to be a new start. Again, challenging. This has all been your prep work. And so many times, when you're ready, when you're so ready and you're just, again, like that silver mind, it's like, I'm so close. Why doesn't things move over? And part of that is because you just give in, give up. But the Ace of Michael says, all of these cards are saying, if you just go for this thing that's been dragging you, that's been guiding you, that's been pushing you, just keep going a little longer. Just hold on, and keep moving a little longer, because this is about a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Mercury retrograde wants to make things right. Next card, reversed, the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, now that is a 2. 2 again, joining together or crossroads. This is Archangel Heniel. So we had Archangel Metatron and Heniel. You've had some really strong numbers here, so remember them too. But this is connecting with your higher power. Again, I talked about that somewhere here. You need to not necessarily rely just on yourself, though you do need to be a little objective on everything, but you need to also rely on your higher power. You've got a partnership. You're together on this journey. Okay? So High Priestess, and again, the moon energies are going to be really strong. Tap into them. Anyway, the High Priestess is about powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. But this is important. Be at peace. So now we're going to finish up with the reading with my guardian angels for my Aquariuses. Here we go. Let's see what we've got here. Here we go. Aquarius. Here we are. Reversed. A win-win solution. So now we have a 14-1. We talked about 1s and 10s. 4s have stability to it, organization. It also has leadership energy to it too. Win-win. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. That was interesting. That was very, very interesting. Something about that. So think about what that's all about. It's a win-win solution. There are answers out there. I kind of go back to that High Priestess. Connect with your higher power, whoever that is for you, because I think that things, that's one of the things when we try to focus too much in the natural, especially now when there's so much supernatural energy, just kind of like it just wants to pour through. So I would say kind of connect more with that high priestess energy. Now let's go on. One card, what crystal would be helpful for my Aquariuses? Here we go. Rhodochrosite. That's about service, contentment, healing emotional wounds. I think this is where it's needed. Renewal of passion. I think that you need to have that passion renewed because we just get so worn down. We get so worn down, but Libra season's it's gonna be interesting. It really will be an interesting season. Okay, so my Aquariuses, take a moment again if you've not done it. Please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, notifications. Let's get this out. Let's get Divine Destiny all out there. Anyway, the most important thing, of course, no matter what the world throws at us, my Aquariuses, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.